we have two major things that are responsible for our upbringing, and this is first moon and sun, but they have two different functions. Moon is responsible for our comfort zone, for our reflexes, for our automatic reactions, for our biological living, something very, very simple and just, yeah, it's a comfort zone. And we have sun, which is you, your true essence, yourself, what makes you you. So it's not what society is, it's what your real essence. So because I lived a lot, like my mom said, like, because mothers are responsible for the moon functions. They are responsible for nurturing us, for giving us comfort and stuff. They are not responsible for telling ourselves what we should be, how they're not the ones who should give us an example. Of course, it's like very fucked up in the society, because mothers always want to be like fathers, and fathers, like, the roles are mismatching. But originally, mothers should be responsible for the comfort zone, and fathers should be responsible for giving us example of who we are, and they are the ones who should be responsible for igniting our sun.
Hi there, Adrian here, and this is a video from a Zoom session that we do. We do these Zoom sessions every Sunday, and we take questions and answers from the audience, some of our students, some of our members. We never know what questions are coming up, so I'm always excited to do these sessions, and I hope to see you at one of them. Make sure you hit the subscribe button below and check out the other playlists that we have. Thank you, enjoy.
Just want to thank you for showing up on this session, and I hope that each and every one of you are ready to follow up, because we're going to have a very interesting session today. So those of you who don't know me as yet, my name is Deano Delpleash, and I'm a high performance coach as well as an NLP practitioner. For those of you who don't know what NLP is, it's short for neuro-linguistic programming. And most of the wonderful and beautiful faces you're seeing on the screen are also some practitioners who have had the pleasure of working along with and communicate with, and have been doing some amazing thing in the city of Shanghai with. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just set you up for what's ahead, okay, just to make sure that we're all on the same page. As I said, my name is Deano Delpleash. I'll be your host for tonight, as well as your high performance coach. So it's my responsibility to make sure that two things is going to happen, okay? My responsibility is to make sure that this session is going to be fun and engaging, okay, guys? So let's play full out. And I just want to start things off by running through the agenda. First, we started with a hypnotic trance. If most of you who don't know what a hypnotic trance is, you can find out later by following Motivate Community, and you can learn more about that. You can ask one of the beautiful and handsome coaches in the chat. We'll have a little icebreaker, an introduction. Well, I've already introduced myself, so the next thing will be the icebreaker, and then you'll be having some fun with Sia Suntsova. I hope I got the name right. Then we'll have a takeaway, and we'll do a bit of hypnotic integration to make sure that everything that was said was received and well received in that sense, and then that would be the end. So we have a short agenda, but it's going to be packed with a lot of engagement. Now, just to build a bit of context around what's about to happen. Okay, I want to start off with this quote, is that courage is showing up and letting yourself be seen. How many of you have attended sessions like these before? Yeah, sessions like these, and maybe you haven't even engaged. You just show up, you listen, and that was it. Yeah, how many of you showed up to session like these and you have never even put your camera on? You have never really let yourself be seen. How many times have you shown up and you had that pull on your chest to answer a question or to engage in discussion, but you haven't? Tonight, I want to create that space for you to practice courage with this group of people. Okay, so as questions are being asked, I welcome you to engage. As questions are being asked, I welcome you to put your cameras on so that we can see who we're engaging with. In this technology age, it becomes quite challenging for us to, build those type of connection. But with the elements that we have, we can slowly reduce that gap. Okay, so I want to fire things off with a quick question. Okay, because tonight we're gonna go deep. Yeah, and first I wanna really check in with the entire audience that we have here. How deep do you want to go tonight? On a scale from 0 to 7, 0 being, you want to stay on the surface and you don't really want to, engage. You don't really want to get your hands dirty. That's 0. But 7, you want to go real deep. You want to take a deep dive into the Atlantic Ocean. So deep, you're going to share things that you have never shared with some of the closest people you have shared before. And I can see Harry dropping in a 6.5. I love that. I love that. See, I drop a 7. And there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with playing at a 0 out of 5. You got to know where you are tonight. Michelle is at a 7, Annabelle at a 7. And, it's really good when you're playing at a 7 because that's where the transformation lies. Yeah, when we show up with vulnerability and when we show up and step through courage, even when we're afraid. Yeah, so I really love those answers. The Zoom user, and that's a 5, and that's wonderful. Yeah, so that's the first question. Now, courage is just the first part of this game. My next question to you is, how much risk are you willing to take? On a scale from 0 to 7. 0 being, you don't want to take any risk at all. You want to play it safe. You want to stay in your bubble and you just want to keep things there with yourself. 7 is like, man, you're running out in the street naked. Everybody's seeing everything. That's a 7. Okay. I see Harry is at a 7. I love it. Sia's at a 7. Annabelle is at a 7. Come on, guys. That's what's up. That's what's up. So that means we're going deep and we're going to take a lot of risks tonight. Okay. I love the energy that you guys already bring. Darko is at a 9. Some people playing off the scale tonight. Okay, and that's the type of, ooh, great energy, guys. Okay, and that's what it's all about. Okay, so as I create this space for you to be vulnerable, for you to go deep, I just want to honor you, yeah? Because there's a lot of people who still walking through this game that we call life, who has yet to experience what it feels like to go deep. Yeah, what it feels like to take those risks that is going to create the freedom for them. And tonight we have a powerful speaker with us, as I'll try my best to pronounce her name again. And that is Sia Suntsova.
Yeah,
and
right.
Sia is a neurolinguistic practitioner and an astrology coach. Okay. And Sia's been in the game for almost 4 years and counting. And she has been a person who I know to commit to the missions that she set out to. And tonight she has a very powerful presentation for you. And as I give the floor to her, I just want you to remember those 2 questions that I asked. And remember the questions are the numbers you drop in the chat, because she's going to be inviting you to take some risks. And she's going to be inviting you to play deep. Yeah, Sia, the floor is yours.
Okay, that is so interesting because we didn't discuss much. We just went with the flow. But what I just saw now, it's completely connected to what I want to say. So I'm happy to start. Okay, so I like that every one of you has like a very good mood. All put 7 or even above. So I'm really going to interact with you and talk to you. So no one will be shy today. It's Sia and Dina. We are going to rock you. So, okay, let's start. I'm not going to put a lot of theory. So I want to ask you, just start to ask you a couple of questions. So my question will be, have you ever been told, oh, your head is in the clouds, go down to earth, like who you are, you know, like just be normal, stay where you are and never think about anything else. Just you can type me, or you can raise up your hand or type anything you want in the chat window. Okay. 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 The rest, okay. Okay. Okay, almost everyone. And tell me, if you listened to this negative belief, or you chose yourself and just went where you want to go without these voices. So type 1 if you like shush your voice and like listen to these people who told you to shut up, or type 2 if you started at least to go for what you want. 1 or 2. Okay, good. Good. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 1 tradition to 2. Yeah. Okay. Thank you guys. So let me share my story quickly with you. First, I want to start with my family. So my parents are completely different people. My mom is kind of down to earth, as we say. She's very rational, and she is on the earth. And my dad is from another galaxy. He is like, in the clouds, and he is not on the earth. So they are 2 different types of people. And now imagine Russia in its 90s. How scary it is in the small town where people live from 8 to 5. If you cannot imagine, you can Google it later. So at that time, my father was giving performances. He made a rock band, and he was singing not only about some reality stuff, like, I don't know, family, or I don't know, the city he was born. No, he was singing again about some different galaxies and stuff like that. So my mom always thought, like, what kind of voodoo my husband is. Everyone is normal, goes to work from 8 to 5, and mine is singing rock stuff. Like, she was kind of scared, and she was afraid that I will be the same, that I will also think of some, I don't know, unimaginable stuff. I will be in the clouds, and everyone will make fun of me. So they divorced, and for a long time I was living like my mom was telling me. Go down to earth, don't think about some imaginable world, blah blah blah, just be like everyone else. And unfortunately for me, I listened to that until one day I traveled to the United States, and then I immigrated to China, and I started to question myself, what should I do next? Like, is that all? So like before I had like a typical plot: kindergarten, university, school, and university. So everything was like written already. But then I ended up in some space where I don't know who I am. I don't know what to do. Who will give me the plot later? I didn't know. So that's how I came into astrology. And since that time, since the age of 22, I started to dig deeper into that. I started to apply techniques, which I'm going to share with you quickly today. And that's how my sun started to shine brighter. The reason why I said about my parents, about my mom and dad, is because it's very connected to astrology. We have 2 major things that are responsible for our upbringing, and this is first moon and sun, but they have 2 different functions. Moon is responsible for our comfort zone, for our reflexes, for our automatic reactions, for our biological living, something very, very simple, and it's a comfort zone. And we have sun, which is your true essence, yourself, what makes you. So it's not what society is, it's what your real essence. So because I lived a lot, like my mom said, like, because mothers are responsible for the moon functions. They are responsible for nurturing us, for giving us comfort and stuff. They are not responsible for telling ourselves what we should be, how they're not the ones who should give us an example. Of course, it's like very fucked up in the society, because mothers always want to be like fathers, and fathers, like, their roles are mismatching. But originally, mothers should be responsible for the comfort zone, and fathers should be responsible for giving us example of who we are, and they are the ones who should be responsible for igniting our son. So getting to know this information, I realized that I lived a lot like my mom taught me. I was living in a comfort zone, and I started to do the actions like my father, and the actions that astrology tells my son to do. So I will share with you how to do it. So for example, to revive my son, I need to do some actions which are connected to that. In my case, it was, again, performing in front of the people, singing, because my father was a singer, teaching, and learning foreign languages. There are a bunch of them. So I was just trying to do them, trying to do them. And the more I did them, the more I became myself. So after that, okay, text me if you get me right. Text me something. Okay, thank you. Okay, Zoom user, Tatiana, just 2 people. Darko, da. Okay, just to sum up quickly. My mom, dad, different people. Mom down to earth, father is in the clouds. They divorced. My mom was afraid that I will become like my father. She was telling me that I should go down to earth. And then I said, no, I'm not going to be like that. I started to do a lot of actions. So these actions, they led me to the life I have now, basically. Like, it started with astrology. I started to give a lot of astrological consultations. Then I made a very huge blog. It's called Conversations Today. You can check it, which led me to a lot of networking. This networking led me to the people that I need. Then I came to NLP. I became a coach. So like, it's like a chain of consequences. When I was doing more, I started to get more. And the main message that I want to share with you is that when you will be doing these sun ignited actions, you can ask me after the discussion, or I can give an example now. The more you're doing them, the less you have the fear, because this is you. And the more you're doing them, the more you are becoming yourself. You keep attracting the events like a magnet. You don't need to work hard and to wait for a long time. When you are vibrating higher, when you are like the sun with this rays, it's everything comes to you naturally. You don't need to do anything, because this is your true essence, and you are becoming visible to the world. So there is a quote: when you start walking the path, the road appears. Ben, I wanted to ask you. Dino, how do you know what our actions are? You can ask me. For example, Dino is Sagittarius, like me. What ignites his sun is also teaching. That's why we are here. Ben, tell me when you were born.
Today, 16th of January.
Really? Oh, yeah. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Ben.
So tell me, Ben, do the feeling of I am the professional make you feel good? Like, I'm very professional, I reached a lot of career success. How does it make you feel?
Okay, I guess.
Okay, let me ask you, so you are indifferent to work or no?
How do you mean?
You just like, oh yeah, it's okay. Okay,
Yeah.
what what feeling do you get? What feeling do you get when you realize that you actually finished your mission? Like, yeah, I finished that. How do you feel?
I guess a sense of relief,
Relief.
maybe. I don't know.
Mhm. I just think that Ben has a lot of Neptune in his natal chart. So, okay, happy birthday. I want to ask some volunteer to share, because in the very beginning you said that, you heard go down to earth, your head is in the clouds, where like be normal. So I want to ask some of you the story of your life. I shared my story and I want to hear your story. Who wants to share?
Connecting to what you've been saying, that I don't believe that I can do it, stuff like that.
Yeah, I want to ask you, how did you why did you decide to transmit from 1 to 2, when
From
from
1 to
the
2.
from the common
Okay.
opinion that
I think that was also a big influence of my family. I always wanted to fit into their box, so kind of what the world should be like. And there was always this one in my head, like, are they going to approve? And what are they going to say? They will definitely think I'm crazy. They will definitely tell me not to do that. So it's been like that for a long time. Just a couple of years ago, like recently. So I moved to China, and I was kind of like far away from them, so that their influence would not be that strong, right? And I think after I moved to China, this started to kind of like slowly fade away and slowly transition into 2. But I think, as you say, when you're talking about the sun, so I think that whenever we allow ourselves to have this sun entered into our life, this is exactly when we start feeling like this is absolutely true. This is what I want to do, and I follow my heart, and I don't care what other people say, because this feels who I am. Yeah. So I feel like a couple of years ago, not too long ago, this transition started. Yeah, I wish it was earlier.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna quickly tell you, thank you, Tatiana, quickly this sun igniting actions, but this is going to be just a shallow, because I don't see your natal chart, and it's like more complicated. So for Aries, what you need to do to ignite your inner sun is to compete, to create something, because this is the first sign. You need to build like this spark. You need to always go first and be the leader. So if some of you is Aries, the more you're doing, the more your sun is shining. So for Tauruses, as we have Harry, you can collect stuff. You can also try art. You can try to go to, I don't know, some exhibition to see the work of art, something like that, shopping too. For Gemini, information, you need to read a lot, you need to communicate a lot, maybe go to work to the radio will also help. For Cancers, of course, it's taking care of your family, to always know that you have someone to take care of. That will ignite your sun. For Leos, Leo is the best for the sun. This is its natural position. So all you have to do, Leo, is to perform and to be on the stage, to be this sun. Actually, you don't have to do much. You just need to be yourself, because Leo is a perfect example of the sun, of shining sun. For Virgo, you can work. For Virgos, it's good to find the work that they like. Also, health. Checking your health. Being a doctor, healing someone will help you to ignite your sun. For Libras, it's good to have a partner. You always need to have a couple, and to be in the couple it's better, or to, yeah, like Leo's, to also perform, to always have to always be in the picture, in the main picture. Then for Scorpios, a lot of psychology, a lot of transformational stuff, maybe risks, and actually also investments. For Sagittarius, me and Deano, we need to teach, we need to coach, we need to always learn, always learn. For Capricorn,
And perform.
you need to be like a professional. You need to always have deadlines, always have, you know, a list of things to do and to complete them. Like, yes, I am professional. Yeah, I have a status. It will give you a lot of energy too. For Aquariuses, it's like my father, I mentioned in the beginning, like in another galaxy. So you need to always read about like what the future will bring, what innovations are going on, something like that. For Pisces, the last sign, I think Adrian is Pisces, someone told me. Actually, hypnosis, also psychology, and also a lot of art, but not art like Tauruses. It's more like transcendental art, something like music, which is not understandable for other people, or art, which is also not understandable for other people. So Deano asked me about the dates. It's not that important. I just wanted to give you an idea. If you want to get to know more, you can always contact me and I will give you like full idea, because it's not only your sun sign. There are a lot of other stuff. Only professional astrologer can tell you. Let's go to the second thing that I want to discuss, and then we will go to the breakup rooms to discuss. You will discuss something between yourselves, okay? Send something. Yeah, okay. Whew, thank you. Talking a lot today.
You're doing great, Sia. So good. I love
Yeah,
your
yeah,
energy.
yeah. Feeling the energy, feeling the energy.
I love the energy.
Thank you. Okay, as I said, to ignite this inner sun and have no fear, to keep becoming yourself more and more, we just need to keep doing actions. But also, yeah, of course, we need to do a lot of healing, a lot of coaching, a lot of psychology, a lot of inner work, because we have a lot of stuff under the ground, under the carpet, that we need to take care of. Otherwise, yeah, our sun will be bright when we are doing actions, but it's not going to work that well if the foundation is not working properly. And let's talk about one more thing. Actually, it's connected to what I was just saying about certainty or uncertainty. And we can do that. We can only rely on ourselves. We cannot rely on anything else, because nothing is stable. So the topic I want to raise now is the death. What made me work towards my dreams, not towards some fake stability, is the realization that I'm going to die one day. I did a meditation, and after that I started to. So there is one book, it's called 5 Regrets of the Dying. I don't know if you have read it or not. I actually didn't read it, but I know what are those reasons. And the first reason is, the first regret, that people have, is that they lived the life what others told them to live, not what they want. So let's count. For example, you're gonna die at the age of 90. Me, for example, 90 minus 28. I'm 28 now. Will be 62. I have 62 years to complete what I want, and I want a lot. I want to change the educational system. I want to buy apartments for my family. I want to launch my big course. I want to write a book. I want to write like some songs. Do I have enough time if I keep feeding my fear? I don't think so. So maybe now, if you're ready, type something in the chat that you want to talk about death. that you are ready?
Ready?
Mhm. Okay, type 1 or 2 in the chat that you are fine with the topic. Okay, okay. So guys, now let's make a quick future timeline. Let's close our eyes. Close our eyes. Everyone close your eyes. Breathe in and breathe out. And now let's take a look at our life, at our past, present, and future, as if it's some movie. Don't be attached to it, just watch it like a typical movie. And when you are up watching this movie, let's take a closer look at our future. Let's fly to future life. And in this future, find a precise moment when you are old, when you are like 90 or 100 years old. Find this moment. And just fly above it. Don't need to associate with it. Just fly. And see while you're flying what is happening. Who is around you? What is going on? What do you see? What do you feel? What do you experience? Who is around you? See everything and feel everything you want to see and feel. And now you can kind of start to build a communication between this flying self and your future old self. Try to get some very important message from that time. Try to build this communication and get the most important message that you want to get. What this old future self is sharing with you. What is the main message? And maybe your flying self also want to say something, to share something with this future old self. And if you receive this message, you can quickly become this old future self. Try to associate yourself with it. Try to be it. And feel the experience with the new message, with new eyes. What you see, what you experience, what have you reached, what could have been done better. Notice everything, feel everything. And if it's enough for you, you can quickly dissociate yourself from that future self. Fly a little bit above this future you as if it's again some movie. And you can start to fly back to where we were at the very beginning. You can be there, and again, just take a quick look at your past, present, and future, and get some messages, some information that is coming to you. Some last message, some new insights, important notices. And whoever is ready can just open the eyes. Oh, it's the first time I did this for so many people.
Wow, it's good.
Thank you so much, Sia, for that wonderful
Thank you.
experience.
That's very
And
good.
what I want to throw
Thank
to you guys, just to make sure you integrate everything that came at you today in the chat. You know, if you're really committed to playing full out, share with the group what was most useful to you today. Yeah, what was the one major insight that you got from everything, including what Sia said, what you discussed in the breakout room, what you discovered going on that wonderful journey? Just share in the chat what was most useful and something that you can take away from this session that you can start committing to that's going to improve your life significantly. Okay, I see Harry networking, brilliant, wonderful. Like Michelle said, you did an amazing job, Sia. I second that. Okay, S21 said, fly around future myself and try to connect with it. That's a powerful practice. And I'll also encourage each and every one of you to, you know, spend time with yourself and do this practice as well. Okay, Darko said, I need to follow my intuition. Didi, connection, beautiful group energy from Alexandra. Tatiana, I realized that my negative beliefs are just made up by myself and hold no truth. Power to that. Possibilities from Corinne and Michelle, actually writing down those positive beliefs so that I can review them regularly. I know as we are neuro-linguistic practitioners, as you identify those beliefs, you know, just reach out to anyone in the community and, you know, let's do some belief change work around those, because we know we have some talented coaches in this community. And Annabelle, remind me of the 3 most positive beliefs that I used to believe since I was young. And Harold, increase self-confidence. Beautiful, beautiful. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out to this discussion. Every Sunday at 6:30 p.m., we're having this wonderful discussion with Adrian, our master practitioner, as well as with Darko and some wonderful coaches here in the Motivate community. On every other Sunday, you'll be seeing me along with another coach, and I'm looking forward to connecting and playing full out with each and every one of you. At the beginning of this session, you guys committed to taking risks, committed to playing full out, and you did, and I want to congratulate you for that. Okay.
We still have some time. Can I ask Harold? I'm very interested in what he's received. Yeah, he said that he increased self-confidence. I was like surprised. How?
Okay,
How
go
did
ahead, Harold. Go ahead. The floor is yours.
Harold, yeah, unmute.
So we had a group discussion, and Michelle also said some wise words which encouraged me and proven that my positive beliefs are positive, not only from my perspective, but also shared by somebody else. So this increased my self-confidence that my positive beliefs are real. So she proved that. Yeah? Of course, that increased my self-confidence and said, okay, what I think, what I'm going to do is the right thing.
And Tatiana, you said that you realized that these negative beliefs, they were made by others. How did you realize it?
I realized that because when I was writing down negative beliefs, it was very difficult in the beginning to come up with some. So, but then I was started thinking more about them, and it felt like I was making them up. Although I kind of believe in them, they are beliefs, but I could feel that they come just from my brain, and this is just something that I was been telling myself out of no reason. So I realized that they're just like, like a balloon that you can pop, and there will be just air inside of it. That was cool. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think guys, the idea that you need to write those things down helps a lot. Just this action of doing this helps a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to get to know what are these sun igniting actions, you can always contact me and I will tell you. It's not just your sun sign, it's your aspects to the sun sign, it's the house of your sun. There are so many, and you can always combine them and play with them. And as I said in the very beginning, the more you do, the more you forget about the spheres. Because when we concluded in our discussion, the only thing that we can rely on is ourselves. Nothing is certain. We can only rely on ourselves. And in order to rely on ourselves, we just need to fill ourselves with good energy, with the sun energy. So don't be shy, ask if you are interested.
Like that.
Didi wants to say something.
Yeah, sure. You can just listen for anyone who would like to share. Go ahead.
I just want you guys to introduce yourself one more time. My friend Alex, it's her first time to join today, so it would be nice if you guys can do introduction one more time. Thank you.
Okay, Dino.
Just a short introduction.
Ladies first. Sia, go ahead.
Okay. Okay, I am NLP practitioner and astrologer. I combine these two together. I have a natal chart of people and I see what is their potential, what are their negative programs, positive programs, where their sun shines brighter. Overall, I just see the person, and NLP techniques, they help me to dig out the full potential. So that's me.
And you mentioned Alex, Didi. Alex, is Alex in the room with us here today?
Yes, I'm here.
She did a great
Alexandra, welcome. I see that you are very active and I really love the energy that you bring. My name is Deano.
Thank you. Hi, Deano.
And I hope to see you at more session as we move forward in 2022. My name is Deano Delpleash. I'm a neurolinguistic practitioner as well.
Yeah, thanks for including me. I actually, it's my first time to use Zoom, and I have tried before. I'm not really great at this app and trying to figure out how to use it. And luckily, at the last minute, I just got in and then got in a room with this cute astrologer. What's your name? Sorry.
She's good.
Wonderful.
Sia.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then everything just come right in place like a telepath, because recently I have been feeling really lonely and seeking connection. Then my friend did introduce me this thing, and I love it. Like, I received the group energy. It's my first time to do the timeline meditation with so many people. That's great. Yeah.
And Annabelle, you were writing before in the group that you are eager to hear. So did you get some useful information today?
Oh, I partnered with Alexandra.
Tatiana, yeah.
Oh, sorry, with Tatiana. Okay, I partnered with Tatiana. She was really a good listener, and I was really happy to share with her. And same with her, it's kind of hard for me to think about my negative belief, because I was telling her that since I was a child, I was really a fighter. What good thing with me is it brings back, that energy and that enthusiasm, that this is the formula that I used to really fight all the experiences and the journey that I was able to surpass. So it was really a good experience to me of reminding me of those positive belief that I used to enable me to overcome and surpass all these hurdles and challenges that I was successfully do it with flying colors. So thank you for bringing me there.
Oh, Harry. Oh, your self-gratitude is fantastic. It powers you forward. Let's maybe thank ourselves for coming. For today's Sunday, we could have been in some bar watching some football. I don't know. Sorry if they're football fans. Just an example. But we made a choice to be here, to ignite our sun. And even if you didn't understand anything that I said, you made a choice, and by making good choices, we get a better life. So we need to celebrate. Yeah. Good job, everyone.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes,
Welcome.
it was wonderful session.
Come
Thank
on.
you, Sia.
Welcome.
And Alex, you can always be part of our Sunday session. So we're always same time. Yeah. You're not gonna be lonely every Sunday. So 6:30, same time.
And let's also make sure that you're part of the Motivate community, so that way you would get the update. So Didi, if you're in the group, you can invite Alexandra in, so that make sure she gets the update. Is there any other newcomers with us tonight other than Alexandra?
Yeah, I think Pinkish and yeah, just came, and
so I came a bit late. So, but anyway, it was. I can introduce a little bit, but thank you for this event. I was at a bit late, so I didn't much, but there's positive energy in the group. I can feel it overall. So thank you for that. I'm Pinkesh. I've been based in Beijing for nearly 6 years now, focusing mainly on the medicine side, but also working on the retails where family business, most on the jewelry and diamonds things. And I'm also learning AI. So these are I'm doing a little bit too many things, but I don't know. I'm thinking to focus more on the biotech, but that are my side of things. And recently, last year, business was a bit down. So I was feeling a little bit not comfortable myself, but keeping up slowly. 22 started a little bit positive. So let's hope that things goes in correct direction.
Wonderful. And one thing I want to leave you guys with tonight is that if you look around the room, you realize that every single individual in here have a negative belief. Yeah. And it's created here, and you can just pop it, as Tatiana said. And courage is showing up and letting yourself be seen. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Okay. You guys have a wonderful night. Thank you, Sia, for bringing an awesome sun session. Thank you everybody for playing float and engaging.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Where's Adrian?
See you next Sunday, guys. Bye-bye.
See you. Bye.
Boom! You made it here! Good on you. Make sure you click the subscribe button below and check out the playlist at the end. If you'd like to come along to our Sunday sessions where we host a live free Q&A for our students and members, you're welcome. I'll see you there.